That's me, and that's all the stuff I'm taking to go on my first bikepacking adventure in South America. Originally, I was only planning on riding the Guianas, but have extended my trip by an extra few countries, Brazil and Venezuela. So I've got 114k to do today. I've been told it's all uphill. There's some mountains ahead of me. I'm currently in Brazil and have just left Boa Vista for a 2-day ride that will take me to the Venezuelan border. A border deemed a no-go zone by the British government. It's now both pedals. Both pedals are making this noise now. I'm hoping there's going to be some kind of a bike shop at the little village before I cross into Venezuela. It's unlikely. If there isn't, I don't think I should be crossing into Venezuela with two pedals that are just about to fall off. I might have to turn around, go back to Boa Vista and buy some pedals and start all this again. So fingers crossed that A, I'm going to make it to this little village, and that B, somebody will have a bike I can nick some pedals off, because not sounding great. That lorry's struggling up the hill. Somebody's built this on top of a hill. Whoever did it, thank you. I seriously needed somewhere to shelter and pull myself back together. The last two places that on the map that were supposed to be there haven't been there, which were meant to be both my pit stops for the day to get a bit of food and refreshment. So it's kind of just left me in the middle of nowhere, out in the baking sun. So I appreciate this little hut somebody's built on the side of the road. See, we're on top of a hill. The speed this thing's going up and down it. Okay, the gradient has changed. We're now either going up or we're going down. It's getting hillier, a lot hillier now. I was warned about this. I was told it was all uphill on the way to Venezuela, and it pretty much has been, but it started off gentle uphill and now it's uphill. Yeah, so there's also a constant footfall of what's probably Venezuelan migrants heading away from Venezuela, backpacks on, some sleeping in the hedges and, you know, in the road, so you need to keep an eye out on what's going on. But yeah, the terrain's beautiful, it's changed. As you can see, I'll show you. There's mountains all around me. I drank 6 litres of water for 2 days straight, climbing to an elevation of 720 feet above Boa Vista, and was still dehydrated. I just turned around and this is the view. This is why I've been whinging like a baby all day. I'm just climbing, 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 climbing. And every time I see something like that and go, I'm nearly at the top, there's more uphill. Come on, bike. Keep going. Little village up in the hills. Made it to Pacaraima, the village that borders Venezuela.
Tu hijo, el perro.
There's Venezuelan migrants absolutely everywhere around here, all lining shop fronts, on the little marquees like this one here. Families, Everything you can imagine is here. All Venezuelan. Here. Certainly an interesting place. Hi all. Ouch, that was a hell of a trip to get here. So as you know, I've been using a Garmin, or had planned to use a Garmin for this trip as my main navigational GPS device. The Garmin lasted 3 days into the holiday in French Guiana and completely gave up. And I hadn't even managed to download the maps onto it at that point. It just wasn't accepting anything, and now it won't even switch on. Losing this Garmin was a major blow, because it meant all I had then left was my mobile phone to use, which is the next problem. I then had to start using my mobile phone as a navigational device when I needed my mobile phone as my primary camera. So using my phone as a GPS instead, it meant that I was then conserving battery life in order to find out where I was going, instead of just being able to be free to film and record anything I wanted to. So the journey's been a bit more improvised because of these things that crop up and happen en route. The other problem that I had with my phone was that it stopped charging via the charging port. So back in French Guiana, I had to buy myself a charging pad for it, which means that off a power bank like this one, I could no longer charge my phone unless it was sat on top of the charging pad, which is no good if you're on the move and riding somewhere, because it won't stay still. You have to wait until you get somewhere, then charge it overnight, and that's the point where you want to be using your phone to either edit things you've done, or you know. So there's been technical challenges along the route that have made things much harder. I'm still managing to produce videos. You know, they're not as great as I would have hoped for because of all these technical issues that I've had on this trip, but I'm still managing it. I'm enjoying the ride. I'm still keen to see what's around every corner. If you're enjoying watching these videos, if you could like and subscribe to this channel, and if you're enjoying the journey, buy us a coffee. There's a link in the description for this video if you click on more, and that will take you to my Buy Me a Coffee page, and it will mean the world to me and help me replace all this gear that keeps going wrong. Thank you.